There's been some pretty exciting developments within the Constellation ecosystem in just the past couple of days, and we're going to dive into that today. But before we begin, please like and subscribe to this channel so you can stay up to date on all the latest developments within digital assets. I'll be covering focused, specific topics ranging from everything to real-world assets, Depin, fintech, and AI. So jumping right in, the other day in my Telegram group, I posted this link to this forum that the National Digi Foundry is hosting about the nation's cybersecurity. So Kevin Jackson jumped in and he posted this picture of himself, Kevin Jackson, and then we've also got Red Hat and the government. This is NIST. This is Diane Poster of the National Institutes of Standards and Technology. And we've also got Michael Epley of Red Hat. So Michael Epley is pretty significant. He's not just anybody at Red Hat. He's the chief architect and security strategist at Red Hat. So that is significant in and of itself. And so Red Hat, to give you guys kind of a quick overview of just how important and how significant Red Hat is to all of this, 90% of the companies in the US rely on Red Hat. Boom, full stop. Like, that should show you right there how big Red Hat is. And Red Hat is actually so big and so significant within the cloud computing world, IBM decided to purchase them, I think in, 2018 or 2019 for like a whopping $40 billion or something. And Diane Poster also brings to the table decades of government experience. So as it was pointed out in my Telegram, she works for NIST, the National Institutes of Standards and Technology, but she's also part of NOOA. And so NOOA is pretty significant to all of this because, as some of you know who have been following me, I've posted about the National Digi Foundry and this company called Forward Edge AI, which is also part of the National Digi Foundry, that's doing some pretty exciting things with NOOA. So I recommend everybody follow what's happening within the National Digi Foundry because it's very significant and it gives you a window on things that are happening right now. And these developments are very significant for digital assets. Now, jumping back into Telegram, actually, I'd like to talk about some other developments that have happened within the Constellation ecosystem. So in my Telegram group, which everybody should join because there's actually lots of developments and breaking news that happen in here. And I've got different sections. This particular section we're in now is focused directly on Constellation. It's called Outpost HGTP, the Hypergraph Transfer Protocol. The other one that we were in was the Enterprise section. I've also got a Federal section. But jumping back to the news, so there was a lot of people here that had questions about the DOR client, the mysterious DOR client that purchased the 3,000 DTMs. So Michael Brand, the guy who's head of DOR, and he's also the CEO, or not CEO, the COO of Constellation, jumped in and gave some clarity on what's actually happening with that DOR client. So he revealed, and I believe that this is the first time it was publicly acknowledged from anyone in Constellation, that this company was located in South America. So that in and of itself is pretty significant. So then yesterday, which was April 26th, depending on when you watch this video, DOR Technologies posted a video about this specific topic. So days later, we got breaking news that this client was actively deploying these DOR miners. And something very significant jumped out, and I noticed it right away. You see that? Levi's. So Levi's is a huge global brand. Everybody knows who Levi's is. You know, back in the 80s, people were smuggling Levi's to Russia, and they were selling them for like hundreds of dollars. So this is very, very significant. And I was wondering if this was actually part of Levi's or part of the DOR client that purchased the 3,000 DTMs, because the devil is in the details, and it actually makes a difference on who's actually deploying those. And Michael Brand actually acknowledged in Telegram, in my group, that yes, this was right here. So he's saying this Levi's thing is something completely separate. So this is a direct relationship with Levi's. And he also gave some alpha here that it's not just Levi's, there's other big brands. So that's huge right there, that Levi's is using Constellation's technology. They're using DOR. So some of you might ask, why would Levi's be interested in using this this device? So if we jump in to the DOR white paper, so the DOR Traffic Miner senses foot traffic, and it validates all of that on a ledger. So here is the metagraph. So every piece of data that these DOR sensors captures gets anonymized and tokenized. But you might ask, why would a company be interested in foot traffic specifically? Well, you can get lots of valuable information about foot traffic. And one of the other things that the DOR Traffic Miner offers is they offer this analytic dashboard. So this dashboard gives them lots of valuable information about when people are visiting the stores, and you can directly tie it with point of sale systems, so you can see if your targeted marketing campaign was effective. It even goes into detail about staffing. There's tons and tons of analytics on this dashboard. And this is why retail businesses find this particular tool very useful and applicable. And jumping back to this white paper real quick, how this directs to the Constellation's hypergraph is the snapshots will be submitted to the global layer, and DOR will pay snapshot fees. And if you're wondering how you can, as a user, benefit from this, you can also earn rewards by submitting location data about where you're at. So you can just stick this device in your house or anywhere you want, and you will get rewarded with tokens. So some of you might ask, well, why would anybody be interested in my data at my house? Well, it's very valuable information to a lot of people. City planners use it. There's data marketplaces, which Constellation is part of. You've got Foursquare and you've got Snowflake that have they're huge data sellers. And so they buy this data and they sell it to people. And you are earning crypto rewards by selling your data. But there's also some other nuggets in here that happen in Telegram that are pretty significant, that could have even greater impacts on this. So one of the things that I asked, I think it was back up here, was I asked about if you could possibly link in your phone to these DOR miners. So let me see where okay, right here. So I said, would it be possible to track Wi-Fi or Bluetooth signals from your phone to the DTM? And so the reason why I asked that, because, today everybody's tracking everything, right? So if there was a way that you could have an app on your phone, we'll go back to LEVI'S. So imagine if LEVI'S had this bounty out and you collected the bounty. Maybe it was like a free pair of jeans. So the instant you walked through that LEVI'S store, you would get a reward, right? So you can see how this can play out in the future if you had that ability to tie your phone with the DTM, because the sensor can definitely pick up Bluetooth signals. And he said, yes. They're partnering right now with a company working on that exact use case. So that right there is another mic drop moment. So I really recommend everybody taking a step back from all the talking heads in crypto and really focus on what's happening right now with Constellation, because Constellation is setting out to be arguably the world's largest Depin network. So they're building out this giant mesh network. I mean, you can jump into the National Digi Foundry, going back to them real quick, and seeing everything that the National Digi Foundry is doing. And like I said, it gives you kind of a glimpse at everything that's happening. So they've got this space working group, and some of the people that are involved in the space working group are this Defense Innovation Unit, and they've got everyone from the public to private sectors. I've talked about all of this before, and there is hundreds and hundreds of companies that are part of this Defense Innovation Unit that are working on privatizing and bringing data from the private sector satellites to the government infrastructure. So you've got Lockheed, Boeing, SpaceX. This is a big deal, and this is literally worth billions of dollars, just the space industry alone. But this working group has more stuff in it than just the space stuff. They've also got education stuff. So the Department of Education is actually part of this. And you have this climate and disaster response, which the U.S. Treasury Department is actively involved in this. And you've got financial product tokenization. And each one of these working groups, like I said, there's multiple different companies that are involved in these working groups. So I really recommend everybody paying attention and start peeling back the layers of the onion of things that are happening right now within the Constellation ecosystem. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed it, and please like and subscribe to this channel so you can stay up to date on all the news and developments in AI, Depin, and fintech. And if you haven't seen my latest video, I posted the other day about an exciting company that is going to have far-reaching impact in the NFT space. I had a great conversation with 𝗂𝗵𝗽𝘁𝗀, who is working on this protocol that's going to transform the way we think about NFTs. They're literally making NFTs applications. All right, that's it. Take it easy, everybody.